recommended games are known for being terrible, but are some of them good or are all of them bad? I'll be testing 10 Roblox recommended games and I'll rank them on this tier list based on gameplay, originality and replayability. And at the end, me and 2 other YouTubers will show our favourite game and see which one is the best Roblox recommended game. For my first game we have the Battle Bricks. The Battle Bricks is kind of like one of those stick war games. You send units that fight the enemy units and then you try to take down their base. This game is very similar to stick war, but the main question is it actually fun? Yes. Although I'm the strategy game type of person, this game was amazing. But what about the ranking? Well, it's definitely an S tier for gameplay, but what about originality? Although it's basically a copy of Stick War, I've not seen any Stick War Roblox games, so around a B. How replayable is it? There are multiple stages to go through, and the different rounds are quite unique, with new characters and more difficult boss stages. I would say A for replayability, as once you finish it all, there's nothing to do, but there's a lot of content to play. So overall ranking, A. Good job, Battle Bricks. Not all games can be fun, as we can see from Fish. It's a very generic fishing game, and it somehow has 40,000 players. Keep this in mind. An actually fun game, Battle Bricks, has around 400 people playing it. Surely Fish is good? Well, no. First, fishing games are not my type of games, so gameplay is D tier, and this is a knockoff fishing simulator. So originality, F tier. But replayability. Now you could probably play this game for ages and still have the same amount of fun. Not very good fun, but still the same amount of fun. So B tier. So overall D tier. Get out my face, Fish. Now surely all the games after Fish would be better than it, right? Have you seen any of those popular videos which is half the screen covered up with ads? Well, this is one of them. Quiz race is just choosing the correct option or you'll die. How original. For gameplay, this is quite boring. There's no progression or anything. D tier. Originality. This is the least original game ever that attracts 4-year-old iPad kids. F tier. Replayability. I'm never going to play this again. Overall, F. My next game is called Crossovers. This is a battlegrounds game where you play as the most classic Roblox characters from all the classic Roblox games. You have different abilities depending on which character you choose. And the music is so good. However, music isn't actually what the rankings are about. Gameplay, A. Very fun, but I'm terrible. Originality, S. Super original. I've never seen anything like it. Replayability, also S. You can unlock new characters and you can play it and it's always fun. Overall, S tier. A super fun game that you should play. Best untitled game, isn't it? It's like there is no game where the narrator tells you that there's not a game. Then you do something that breaks the game. Then the narrator tells you to stop. One time in this game, the narrator punishes you with this impossible maths question to stop a ball. 5 seconds to answer it. Okay, so I don't know the answer to that question, and it's really difficult, and I'm not going to do a lot of spoilers. But the gameplay is S tier. It's so good. Originality, B tier. It's basically there is no game. Replayability, F tier. You can only play it once. Overall, B tier. My next game is called the SBB Marathon, a marble racing game where you drive around the track as fast as possible. There isn't really much to say about it. Gameplay, A tier. Originality, B tier. Replayability, D tier. The map doesn't really change. Overall, C. Art of War is a strategy game that you're supposed to play with a lot of people, but there was basically nobody online, so I played solo survival. What happens is you command an army and try to take control of a piece of land for however long, and then try to escape. I did the first round just fine, but the second round got the best of me. I lost all my people, but then I realised, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Gameplay, C. I didn't experience the whole game, but the survival was okay. Originality, C. The survival mode is somewhat original. Replayability, A. I could probably play for hours. Overall, C. Our next game is called Telepathy. You guess the same word as the other person. It sounds more fun as an idea than an actual game. Everything is an F. Have you heard of chess? Probably. But chess on Roblox? Probably not. So how good is it? Chess is already a pretty perfect game. So let's see how my matches went. In the first game, the person just lost their queen and resigned. For the second game was intense. I started as white, so I played my favourite first move, d4. I was planning on playing the London system, but then he ruined my plans and sacrificed his pawn. He got his queen out and I defended with the knight. We played some moves. I sacrificed my pawn to get a queen trade with a check. I castled with another check and played a few moves to improve my position and made a few trades. I brought in my other another rook, and it was time for rooks on the 7th rank. I traded a knight and began to attack their kings. I gave a few checks and traded my pieces. Then my opponent made a huge blunder of mate in 3. Can you spot it? Check, check, and checkmate. What about the rankings? Gameplay S tier, I might be a bit biased. Originality F tier is just chess, but replayability S tier, of course. Chess is the best game. Overall, B. Tower Battles, you all know the game and used to play it, but how does it hold up now? Is it fun? I tested it out and I can see that it's fun, but there's a glitch that made me incapable of doing anything, so it pains me to say it. Gameplay F tier, originality A is the original Roblox tower defense. Replayability, you can unlock new people and play this for a while. A. Overall, C. Now it's time for me and these two YouTubers to show our games. This game is called Skill-Based Boss Fight, or Stevie the Genius game. This game's like a regular boss fight game, but cranked up to a whole new level. The graphics are amazing, and the boss fights are really fun. For Just Cubed game, we have Tiny Wheels. It's a very chaotic racing game where the car always drifts. The game that I chose was Crossovers, of course. Now it's time to play the game. Final tier list. S tier, Crossovers. A tier, Battle Bricks, Tiny Wheels and Skill-Based Boss Fight. B tier, Chess and the Best Untitled Game. C tier, Tower Battles, The Art of War and SBB Marathon. D tier, Fish. F tier, Quiz Race and Telepathy. Click on this video for more and like and subscribe.